Alright, welcome to one of my first math reviews. Frankly, this is so I can get ready for, well, some of my tests for geometry. A few things we are going to need. Obviously, some graph paper, some scrap sheets for calculations, and a ruler, because we are dealing with coordinate planes. So the topic in which we are discussing is line segments, which will be cut into a ratio. For those who don't know what ratios are, well, you can look it up. I can't explain it that well. So how this works is most of the time on like New York State Regents, or anytime you get one of these, you're going to have 2 points. And the points I'm picking are going to be for line AB. So A is going to be -7. So we're going to find -7 on the x-axis. And then you're going to go down on the y-axis to -10. Should be about right there. Don't forget to label A. The next point is going to be 8. So you're going to go over to the positive end, find 8, go up to 10. It's right here. Mark it and label. Perfect. Now you have 2 points. What do we do from here? Now we got to find the slope of these 2 points. So where we come over to here. And how do we find slope? The simple equation, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what this is saying is we have pretty much point B, point A. So how do we take our 2 points and plot it in? So if you remember, point B is going to be 8. That's our x minus, and then -7. That is our x2 minus x1. And we put that under our 10. So we have our x and y for our second point minus -10. Now, what do we do when we have subtracting negatives? We add them together. So now this says 10 plus 10 and 8 plus 7. So we can simplify this to 20 over 15. Now we could leave it like this. However, we want as many points on the graph as we can form. So that what is a common divisor of both of these? That would be 5. So you divide 20 by 5 to get 4, and 15 by 5 to get 3. So this would be our slope, 4 over 3. So it's stating from A, we would go up 4 on the y-axis and over 3 on the x-axis. So let's start. So from A, you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, then over 3. 1, 2, 3. You go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. And then you keep doing that until you get up to here. As you can see, I have filled in the rest, and now we have a line of points. But we can't do much with this yet. So what do we got to do? Take our ruler right here and connect these dots. All right, there. Now that we have our dots connected, what do we do next? We need to make this a right triangle. So what we do is we go from this B straight down and over to the A. Alright, so now I've connected both lines to make a right triangle. This corner should be at 8, negative 10. Now this is all set up, let me give you the ratio. We are working with a 2 to 3 ratio. So there should be 2 segments to 3 segments. So then how do we find that? We add these together, and that equals 5, right? And we can take our lengths. This is 20, because it goes from negative 10 all the way up to positive 10. So the distance of this side right here of the triangle is 20 units. And then from negative 7 to positive 8, that is 15. So how does this help us? If you remember our 5 up here from our ratio, you can take this and divide by 5. And what does that give us? 3. So what do we do with this 3? This number right here is telling us how many spaces we go over before we segment it. So like this. 1, 2, 3. We don't count this as 1. You go over 1, because then that incorporates the whole box. And then we do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, we have completely segmented this into 5 parts, which matches up here to our 2 to 3. Now, we do the same for this. Divide by 5. Add 4. And add, is 4. Which means now we count 4 spaces. And we start from B. We don't start from down here. We start from B. All right, so that would be 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There. Now we have this segmented into a point where now our 2 to 3 comes together. So since this problem is asking us for a 2 to 3 ratio, and the first number of the ratio goes with the first point, which would be A. So from A, we count over 2 segments, or 2 dashes. 1, 2. Now what we do from here, we go to the top of it, and you can roughly draw that in. So boom, now we have 1, 2 to a 1, 2, 3. That's our 2 to 3 ratio. Now we do it again up here. We count down 3 from here, because this would go with B. We have 1, 2, and 3. Just go sideways just a little bit. Now you have boxed off the 2 to 3. Just look. You also look at it here. 1, 2 to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Everywhere it matches is a 2 to 3 ratio, which is what we wanted. Now, when solving or answering this equation, because we already did all the solving part, what is this point? We go from 0, go back 1, so that's negative You need to go down 2. It would be -1, okay, -2. That, folks, is the answer to a problem like this. Well, that's about it for this lesson. Stay tuned for the next one, because these might help you, but they certainly help me.